Alright, so actually there's a new game, Papa's Freezeria Deluxe. It's actually a game which is going to be on Stream. So if you don't know what is Stream, Stream is actually another app. So let's just search this one up. So according to that, so Papa's Freezeria is actually the first deluxe game in the Papa Louie Restaurant Management series. It was actually announced on the 15th of February of this year, just before the first day anniversary of Papa's Clockeria to go. So it's actually the first ever deluxe game, and if you don't know why it's not the 16 game in the Papa Louie Management series, this is actually not a part of it. So eventually, there is another local named Malika. If you don't know her, Malika is actually the aunt of Oklahani. So ever since like some of the customers receive flip decks, there's actually been a game which is in deluxe, and it says right here that it's actually going to be released on stream. So there's actually a few customers look which is updated. Grammy is actually wearing his old shirt from Papa's Freezeria. Again, the belt has an extra detailing. Hacky Zack actually has a new hairstyle. This is the first game to utilize the delivery phone in the dining room. Ever since the last game in Papa's Scooperia, they have the dining room. But since Flash shut down already back 2 years ago, there's actually going to be a dining room game. So based on that, this is actually to include Papa's Raceway and Customers Cravings. Customers Cravings is another game which was actually released during the Papa's Wingeria HD thing. So okay, so they actually have holidays as well. There's also a lot of customers as well. So basically the closers. So eventually Kahuna, Captain Corey, Grammy, Robbie, Zandra, Quinn, and Jojo will actually be the closers for the deluxe game. I'm not really 100% sure, but according to that, I'll just say that the closers will remain the same, despite them having to add few characters from Papa Louie 3 to the Clockeria customers. So basically, there's actually like breaking news ever since the release of Papa's Clockeria as well. Also, Food Truck as well. They also have achievements in cloud saving as well. Even though this is not an app game, this is actually will be available on stream. And it's not in the Flipline website because it's actually discontinued. Now there was actually another thing I wanted to say about this game. Okay, so since many people actually did have their flip decks, such as Boopsy and Bill, KCO, Oklani, and the other characters this year, there's actually like a lot of flip decks that we just have to cover. So basically, what were the ones that were completed are the Donateria to Go locals, and we're almost forgetting this one to go, Papa's Posterior to Go, because CJ Friskins doesn't have a flip deck yet. Sushiria to Go, so Evelyn already has a flip deck already, and Evelyn is actually the granddaughter of Olivia, as mentioned in her flip deck. Rowley doesn't have a flip deck yet, Daniela and Caleb. Mesa is actually excluded, so she's actually a KCP winner, so we won't include that one here. So basically, the only ones that we are actually left are Nye, Sprinks the Clown, Daniela, Caleb, Rowley, CJ Fiskins, Keaton, Hallie, Petrona, Hallie, Katrona, Didar, Simone, Yuko, Chase, Butwin, Isadora, Treble, Amira, and Malika. So since Malika is actually new to this game, she won't actually get a flip deck until the Flipline creators actually announce it. So this is the case why they don't want to put likes and dislikes, because people won't be actually interested in buying them. Okay. The next thing I actually do wanted to know is that Draxon and KCO actually got their flip decks. So ever since this year, there were actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 flip decks altogether, including flip deck number 231, which is KCO. So basically, all of the Papa Louie When Pizza Attacks up to Donateria to Go debutants have flip decks. And then they are not counting the KCP winners. That includes Papa's Pastaria up to Cheeseria to Go have flip decks. However, the other characters do not have flip decks yet. If you don't know, they don't have flip decks yet, so eventually we're missing actually from the Papa Louie 3 baddies as well. We're also missing the villains such as Numa, Gavita, Bonnie, Yolanda, and part of the Chicken Sandwich Wars. So basically, ever since Guy Mortadello actually did have a flip deck, the rest of them, they don't really actually don't have a flip deck yet. But what I do know is actually the latest one released was actually KCO. KCO actually got her flip deck, and she's the second character to get it. First being Draxin, but we had to exclude Mesa because she's made by the KCP winner, Okay, so basically that was actually all I wanted to cover for Papa's Freezeria Deluxe. But even though, yes, I still won't be having time to play it, but unfortunately I can actually find in stream. But I'm not too sure what stream is, so yeah. So stream is actually like a set of mini games, and eventually, I'm not too sure how much does it cost, but I know this is available in Windows as well. So I'm not too sure if there's any like Kingsley Customer Palooza competition winners this year, because there's actually 8 of them, and Kenton actually won 2 years ago, so there wasn't actually any KTP contest last year because of the release of Papa's Cluckeria to Go. So basically, there will be some closers, but I would just say, in my opinion, the closers will actually remain the same if I'm not 100% sure. I'm not really 100% sure because, I'm not that kind of an expert at searching this thing up. But anyways, that's all for now.